Hello guys and gals. Today's video will be an after build review of the 148 Hawker Hurricane Mk1b from Ark Models. With some work, this kit can turn out pretty good. And it costs about €10. It's not so expensive, and you can buy some detail sets for it, which make it even better. Now, since I already built this, we only have the instructions to look at and the kit in the model. As we can see from the beginning of this, there's not much to the instructions. They're printed or copied maybe on normal paper. In the kit was one clear tree with the canopies and 4 gray plastic trees. The parts are pretty mixed up. There's 2 options for propellers, an early and a later version. And wings. The instructions should have numbers. There's no numbers on the trees to tell you what tree the parts are on. So it's actually a fairly complicated build because you have to keep looking at different trees to find all the parts. Painting instructions, there are no painting instructions. There are no decal instructions. You have to do it from the box art. It's not so simple. You kind of have to know a little bit about British aircraft and where things on the British aircraft go. As far as problems, the only main problem is with the propeller on this aircraft. This plastic part that the propeller goes on is too long. You have to cut it down to make the propeller fit, or it sticks out about 1/4 of an inch. And there's also different hubs you can use. 2 different types of propellers you can use. 2 different exhausts you can use. The canvas on the fuselage and on the back, I think it's a bit overdone, but once it's painted you can't really tell the difference. You can't really see it that well, so I think that's okay. As far as engineering, I can't really comment on that. It looks like a Hawker Hurricane. The fit of the parts, except for the propeller, was pretty good. Here's the kit. Here's the model. You can't really see the canvas on the back that well, which is okay with the paint. The paint thins it out so it's not so prominent. The decals weren't all that great. I had to replace the rondelles from another kit because they fell apart as I put them on. And you can also see there's some problems with this one, even though I used microsol and microset for them. It's actually a decent kit. It's really cheap. If it was like 11 or 12 euros, and I only had to fix the propeller, even though it's still not all that straight, because here where it goes onto the front, I had to shave that down and sand it down, and it's still not straight. And I spent a good couple of hours working on just the propeller part there. For the price, it's a good kit. I'm sure there's probably much better ones out there for more money. The money is always in concern. I go for the cheaper stuff, usually. The hardest part of this kit is figuring out what goes where, or what is on what tree with these instructions. And you have to do some research on the colors. I used the dark green from Testers, and the brown is red brown from Revell, and then the gray is neutral gray from Model Master. On the wheel wells, I used the dark green from Revell. As you can see, I don't put a lot of effort in stuff like here. I should have sanded that down a little bit more. I did do some filling here on this side, but with such a cheap model, I don't feel the time is really worth it. I don't really have the time. I should probably put a little more effort into that stuff. My kits would probably look a lot better that way. Well, that's all for this review. Thanks for watching. Until next time.